Hello everyone, my name is Kishan Agarwal from CSC B section. Today I am going to present my concept video of English. And my topic is enhancing pronunciation through tongue twisters. So let us go by what is pronunciation and why pronunciation is important, and what are the different ways to improve our pronunciation, and why tongue twisters are important, or like how tongue twisters can help us improve our pronunciation. So first of all, we'll see pronunciation. What is pronunciation? Pronunciation is the way in which a word or a language is spoken. This may refer to generally agreed upon sequences of sounds used in speaking a given word or language in a specific dialect. Correct pronunciation, or we can say, simply the way a particular individual speaks a word or a language. In every language, pronunciation is important, and contested or widely mispronounced words are typically verified by the sources from which they originate, such as names of cities and towns or the word. Words can be spoken in different ways by various individuals or groups depending on many factors such as the duration of the cultural exposure of their childhood, the location of their current residence, speech or voice disorders, their ethnic groups, the social class they belong to, or their education. So these all factors affect the pronunciation. Many times our mother tongue influence also become a barrier for pronouncing some of the words, because we are not familiar of pronouncing some of the sounds due to our mother tongue. So it is quite difficult to pronounce foreign language in effective manner like a native speaker speaks. So why is it important to enhance our pronunciation? Learning English as a second language can be a lot of fun when you make great progress. So believe it or not, improving your pronunciation can help you learn English more easily. This is because pronunciation forces you to listen speakers more carefully, focusing on how they make the right sounds when they speak, and also by listening to how natural sentences sound, you are more likely to make them yourself. Besides, the more you listen to these sentences, the easier it becomes for you to understand and get used to them. See, English is now widely spoken as second language all over the world, so it is very important to learn its pronunciation. And still, to speak with the native speakers, we should have a good pronunciation to make them understand, and to understand what they speak even, we require the correct pronunciation, what is called as correct pronunciation or appropriate pronunciation. So why to improve pronunciation? Pronunciation training is a very important part of mastering any language. When you are carrying out any verbal conversation, then the first impact that influences your listener is the way you pronounce a word or way your pronunciation is. So how clearly you pronounce the words and how fluently you speak out sentences is the main thing which can help you seek attention of those many listeners before you. Fluently speaking doesn't mean that you speak very fluently, like very fastly. Many of them understand fluency means speaking very fastly. So you should not speak very fastly. You should have appropriate time gap between your sentences so that the listener should also understand and you to get a chance to think before saying. And what more, poor pronunciation creates additional barriers in understanding between you and the people you are talking to. some like your pronunciation is different, so they may misunderstand you, or while receiving their pronunciation you may not understand, or you may understand it in a different manner. So to avoid this all confusion, there is a need to improve our pronunciation. So what are the ways to improve pronunciation? There are no shortcuts to perfect pronunciation, like you read any book, or you'll see, or you'll watch any video of an author in a night and you'll become perfect in your pronunciation. It is a day-to-day activity you should perform or practice you daily to improve your pronunciation. However, there are some ways you can practice more effectively and improve your skills faster. Like, we are going to discuss some methods to increase your or to improve your pronunciation, and then we'll see how tongue twisters will help you in enhancing your pronunciation. So first method is to listen to yourself. It's often difficult to hear pronunciation errors in your own speech. See, we'll concentrate on communicating rather than the sounds you are making. If you can't hear your pronunciation problems, it's tough to correct them. So trying recording your speech with your smartphones or PCs and making a note of specific areas you need to improve on. You just doesn't need to focus on learning the pronunciation by seeing different videos or by practicing different words. You should concentrate where your pronunciation is lagging, so that you can improve in that area, or you can focus on that particular area. Next is slow down. Just now we have discussed that many English learners think that speaking fluently means they need to speak very fast. That is totally wrong. Speaking too fast reinforces bad habits and make the speaker sound nervous and indecisive. Speaking slowly will give you time to breathe properly, think about the statements which you are going to speak, and what you are going to say next. And the listener also will be satisfied, and he or she may also understand what you are saying or what you are trying to say or explain them. The next thing is copy the experts. There is no replacement for learning pronunciation from the experts, that is native speakers. So listen to English radio programs and watch televisions and movies in English. Imitate what you are hearing. Even if you are not sure what they are saying yet, you should start practicing by listening to them. Next is pay attention to intonation and stress. What is intonation? Intonation is the rise and fall of voice in a particular sentence. Stress means like when we pronounce a word, there is a stress given over some of the letters. Like in address, we'll give stress at D. So good pronunciation is more than just mastering individual sound. It's also understanding intonation, the rise and fall of voice, and the stress. Some sounds in words and some words in sentences are louder or clear than others. So read poems, speeches, and songs aloud. Concentrating on words, stress, and intonations will help you improve your pronunciation in an effective manner. So we have discussed some ways to improve our pronunciation. So let us begin our topic, that is how we can improve our pronunciation, or how you can enhance your pronunciation using tongue twisters. So first of all, what are tongue twisters? Tongue twisters are a collection of words or phrases that are difficult to say correctly. They are also a great tool for language learners to use to practice their English pronunciation. These fun phrases can be difficult for even native speakers, with confusing alterations and combinations of similar words. So practicing these challenging sentences out loud will help you get the hang of various sounds and get your pronunciation just right. So tongue twisters is mostly a collection of similar sounds or similar words, and it will help you differentiate the pronunciation which have slighter difference in pronunciation. So if you start practicing tongue twisters, you will recognize or you may understand the difference between the slight difference between the pronunciation, like she, she, you may get that. So you should start by saying the tongue twister slowly, repeating it and then building up speed. So try to say the tongue twisters a few times in a row as fast as you can for a bigger challenge. Now we'll see what are the benefits of tongue twisters. Tongue twisters may not make a lot of sense, but they aid language development. So literally they may not sense a lot, like they may not give you a meaningful sentence, but they help you understand different pronunciation or similar pronunciation, mostly we can say. Often these random sounds strung together aid in speech therapy. Not to mention they are quite fun to recite. Even native speakers feel fun or joy while using tongue twisters. So tongue twisters improve your pronunciation and they better your flow of speech and improved diction, improved memory, better communication. How they can improve memory is like you are going to recognize similar sound words, so it may also improve your memory and improved reading, obviously. So start off with some easier tongue twisters. Don't take difficult tongue twisters while you're starting. So we should start with easier tongue twisters, like single sentence tongue twisters, or which may be easier to spell. Like here they are given few examples. She sells seashells by the seashore. So first of all, you should start by seeing the pronunciation of each word. You should pronounce it loud and you should understand what each word spells like. Then slowly improve the speed of pronouncing or fluency. She sells seashells by the seashore. Rolling red wagons. A proper copper coffee pot. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter picked up? These are the few examples of easier tongue twisters. We'll see difficult tongue twisters also. So after reading easier tongue twisters, move on to some medium difficulty tongue twisters. Like a big black bug smoothed on a big black rug. A pessimist pest exists amidst us. If two witches were watching two watchers, which would watch which watch? Right? It is very funny to read it. If two witches were watching two watchers, which would watch which watch? Okay. A big bug bit a bold bald bear, and a bold bald bear bled bloody badly. Once again, a big bug bit a bold bald bear, and the bold bald bear bled blood badly. So you can see some of the different difficulty in pronunciation. So as you improve the difficulty level, you will learn a lot of pronunciation of similar words, and it will help you in improving your pronunciation. So after reading or after practicing some of the moderate level of tongue twisters, finally move to some of the difficult tongue twisters to try. Like, see, the first one mentioned here is one of the most difficult tongue twisters. The sixth sheep sick. Can you Can a canned can into an uncanned can, like a canner can a canned can into an uncanned can. When a doctor doctors a doctor, does the doctor doing the doctoring doctor as the doctor being doctor wants to be doctor, or does the doctor doing the doctoring doctor as he wants to doctor? See here you can see it is mostly focusing on the pronunciation of do, how we can pronounce it in a different way. So you'll enjoy while reading the tongue twisters, really. Here is one more example. It may be quite difficult. Betty Butter had some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I bake this bitter butter, it would make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter better than her bitter butter, and she baked it in her batter, and the batter was not bitter. So that was better. Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter. So I thought of thinking of thanking you. 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 So I think you have now enough knowledge of tongue twisters, and you may start practicing tongue twisters with an easier level to improve or enhance your pronunciation. Believe me, it will make you fun. It will make fun to read the tongue twisters. Thank you.